And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. So bases all loaded up. Money now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. One runs in. Another comes in to score. The run scores all the way from first. 4-3, they take the lead. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Heston Kjerstad getting ready to hit. Runner at second, 2 down as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. This one in the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. High in the air, out to right. Judge is there. And that'll do it. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. It's the Orioles 4 and the Yankees 3. Man at first, 1 away.
Number 21.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Joe getting an angle on it. And there's 2 down. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
That one ripped right center field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Cut off, throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5.
2 balls.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to Goldie. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get a run on 2 hits. Cash Money, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. The throw to third. In there safely. Now here is Heston Kjerstad. Runner on the go. Brings it in for the third out. Two men left stranded, but they... Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around third. He'll score easily. To third. Tag, got him. They limit the damage here. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. The Yanks down to their final strike. Hit softly on the ground to third. Westberg. To first. Picked out of the dirt. Ball game. Money had a sensational showing in the win. A 4 RBI game at the dish.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Cash Money has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. This young phenom will get another opportunity to shine today. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. 2 on, 1 out. Rosario will hit next. Two on, 1 out. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Coming home. He'll score. He's in there.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
In the air, left field, down the line. Stanton makes the grab, and the inning is over, and the Orioles leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. One out, bases empty.
Number 21.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
And a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. And the right-hander deals. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Jorge Mateo now.
Runner!
To second, and he's
Got him,
out.
that's an out.
And that'll do it. Rafael Flores stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit on the ground to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
back to work. On the ground to Jazz. Whips it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Hard hit left side. And that is the ball game. Money managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Cash Money getting locked in, leading his squad in OPS this season. And here's the first baseman, Cash Money.
Money.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
And he deals.
1 ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Tying run in scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Base hit. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. It's 2-2.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That's a goal that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Runner edges away at second. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. The tag at third, and he's out. That ends the inning. Back here in Baltimore, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Cash Money. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Hit on the ground to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Number 13.
2 out, space is empty. And foul ball. Money in his rookie season, just 21 years old. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Foul ball there. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. Two outs. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are. I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Tied at 4. And that one hit to first. And it gets by him. In comes the runner from third. And they take the lead in the 7th.
Comes through with the RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Money swings through it for strike one.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Orioles an out away. Now it's going to be Ryan Mountcastle. The Orioles down to their final strike. Swung on, popped up left side. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game. Money extended the hitting streak in this one.
No question that he delivered at the dish for him. Even though it wasn't enough to get them the W, this was a good showing at the plate.
Cash Money, such an exciting player already making it. So 2 down. Cash Money, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He leaves the yard to right. Home run number 35 on the year. And they jump out front. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
Runner at second here, one gone. In the air, right side. Joe squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Heston.
And into the box for Baltimore, Cash Money. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Base hit, and now 2 aboard.
The right fielder, number 13, Heston.
So up next, Heston Kjerstad. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground, 2 ball. Glove flip for 1, and that's 2. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Orioles 4 and the Yankees 1. First and second, 2 outs. Money now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow-mo.
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 3. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. 3-2 now. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
And here is Jackson Holliday. 2 outs. Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3 through 8 full. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it.
Mine.
And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series. Money was a big contributor for them in the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Cash Money has been on fire lately, riding a 15-game hitting streak. So bases all loaded up. Now it's the right fielder, Christopher Morel. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now the second run is in, and they take a 2-run lead. The tag at third, and he's out. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Cash Money. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the center fielder, Heston Kjerstad. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play. Runner at second, nobody out. That one's in there, 0-1.
You know, these Orioles doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that one hops the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 4-2.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. In the dirt. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 down. First and second, 2 outs. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That one the other way. Base hit coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. The 2 out space is empty. Money launched a homer in his most recent game. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. And into the box for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Morrell moving back for it. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Runner from second scores as they add on.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And there's a hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. Next is switch hitting first baseman Cash Money. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. Ripped to short. Kim with the throw to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 13.
Bases loaded, nobody out. DeLuca now at the plate. And a pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they take a 3-run lead. To third, Tag got him. And now the first baseman, Cash Money. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Cowser around third. The relay throw. And he's in safely at third. And a run comes in to score.
Waste no time there. I love the hustle out of the box. Man, he drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox? Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Jimenez brings it in. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 14-11.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So up next, Jackson Holliday. Kelly is just one strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take game 1 of the series on the road. Money with a valiant job in defeat. 4 hits and a pair of runs batted in.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Cash Money comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Danny Jansen to hit here. Kicks and deals. Base hit. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. He will score, and the Rays have the lead. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Back now at Oriole Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Cash Money. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's one down.
Batting up, the second baseman.
One out. Runner at second. Jackson Holliday getting ready to hit. Ground ball left side. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. First and second, one out. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Check on the runner. Money back in on the dive.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. Inning over. 2 on, 2 outs.
Number 21.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Driven deep center field, on its way, home run. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Bottom of the 7th, and into the box for Baltimore. Cash money.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Kim with the throw to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
First and second, 2 outs. Money will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hit in the air right field. And that one way back there, and that is way gone.
With the low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So runner at second, 2 down. Meadows, the next to hit. Rip to third. On to first, ball game. And the Orioles even this series up at a game apiece. Money really stood out in this win. Collected. Cash money, fresh off an impressive. So bases all loaded up. Money now at the plate. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. He shoots one out to right. His 38th of the year, and they take the lead. It's 4-2. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run is in. The throw in. Safe at the plate. And it's now 5-4.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Littell back to work. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed.
There goes the runner. This one in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
1 down, runner at third. And stepping in is the speedy Jackson Holiday. On the ground, Kim. On to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Bases loaded. 1 away.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Ripped on a line. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. All square at 7.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball. Just couldn't get it to drop in.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. On the ground, 2 ball. Throws to Henderson. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Nothing across here. And here's the first baseman. Cash money. We can't forget what he did back in the second. Singy, that was a big swing in this one.
Yeah, grand slam, Boog. Huge moment early on in this one that set him up pretty nicely.
1 out, base is empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. It gets down, a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Right-hander kick steals. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. The throw to first, 2 out. So runner at second, 2 down. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run, and the number 9 guy at the plate.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom of the 7th. That one ripped. This one could be trouble. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they're up by 4.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Berg. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 15-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, it comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game looking at the pitching matchup where
Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Money was a big contributor for them in the win. A 4-hit performance, including a pair of homers.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up.
Cash money. Fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that. 2 on, 1 out. Now here is Giancarlo Stanton.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance speed, there's 1. Throws in the dirt, but he scoops it. And the double play ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. It's the Orioles 1 and the Yankees nothing. 1 down. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Cash money. In the air, right field. Judge is under it. They got it for out number 2. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th. Colton Cowser will hit next. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jorge Mateo now.
Runner.
Double steal. This to center field. Volpe on the move. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
First and second, 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. And this one squirts away from the catcher. And the runners will move up.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
One out, bases empty.
Money.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Bottom of the 9th, 1-run game, 2 on. Rafael Flores stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 on, 2 outs. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Cash money getting locked in, leading his squad in OPS this season. All eyes on this rising star today. And here's the first baseman, Cash money.
Money.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Glove flip for 1, and that's 2.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time.
Well, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind the pitcher. Helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
First and second, 2 outs. It's Aaron Judge now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Two aboard, 2 outs. That's a base hit. Rosario around third. He'll score easily. To third. Tag, got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. We're headed to the 5th. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles 2. No outs, runners at first and second.
Money.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Ripped into center, base hit. Coming home. He'll score.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. First and second, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Jackson Holliday. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and no one can get there. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And next for the Orioles, Jorge Mateo. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change.
On the ground to the left. Feed to second, that's 1. To first, save. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. Go ahead run on base. Ryan Mountcastle getting ready to hit. Volpe over to Jazz. There's 1. And that's 2. One down. Cash Money, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Tied at 4. Runner on the go. In the dirt, blocked. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. This one in the air, right field. Judge under it. makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
The batter is second baseman,
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Mateo now at the plate. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Back in New York. Now we go to the 11th. And into the box for Baltimore. Cash money. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Jazz tosses the first. 1 up, 1 down. So they're all loaded up. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 run is in. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. He's in there. It's 10-4.
He was all over that one. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes
Runner breaks for third. Right side. And that squirts through. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 11-4. So 2 down. And now the first baseman, Rafael Flores. Kittredge is just 1 strike away. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Money was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Drove in 4 runs on the game.
no question.
Cash money with a remarkable run of late as he carries it. 2 on, 1 out. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Here's Holiday for 1. To first. Nice pick. Double play. So up next, Cash money.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. Double play. What a quick killing, Dan. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That ball's carrying. Get out of town. A 2-run homer. Home run number 40 on the year. And they add on. It's 5-zip. And all he needed was a late single to keep his hitting streak alive, but that'll do.
Yeah, nerves of steel. He knew the streak was on the line, but he didn't let it stop him from blasting one out of here. Keep it going, my guy.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Stanton over at first with 1 away. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throws to Henderson.
Well, I guess we can chalk that one up to great teamwork. It wasn't pretty by any means, but helping your teammate out like that and then knowing he had time to go to second. Keep a runner out of scoring position. Very heads-up play right there. Now, we couldn't hear it with all...
And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Now it's Ronaldo Hernandez. Volpe, the lead runner, out at second. Goldie on at first with 2 down. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take this one in a blowout. Money with his 40th homer of the season in this game. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for Game 1. Back with that after this. Just about ready to roll here and towing the slab, Zach Eflin. How about a scouting report on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be.
Out at the plate.
Well, not much you can say here other than you should have listened to your third base coach. It's tough because we've all seen examples of this working out for players, but when it doesn't, it's a really bad look.
There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that one is going to go. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 3-2.
He wasted no time in that at-bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Two on, 2 outs. And that's a base hit. Heading for the plate. He'll score and the Astros take the lead. And it's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and that gives him a lead. It's 5-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Cash Money. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That one ripped. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The throw in.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. With the tying run at second here in game one of the ALDS. Rip to first. Caught.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jorge Mateo now. Rip to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ryan O'Hearn.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
So 2 down. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Tying run at the plate. On the ground to first. Boots it. Gets off a throw, and that is the ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game one to set the tone.
And your final 10-7 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambu. Thanks for joining us. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show. Bases loaded, nobody out. Christian Walker digs in now.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his...
Base hit, 1 run is in. He's in there. And they lead by 2.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in 2 in a huge spot.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score, and he's into second with nobody out.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Big, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
So digging in, Colton Cowser.
1-2.
In the dirt, blocked. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Orioles' leadoff hitter, Jorge Mateo. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his own.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. 2 on, 1 out. And that one is lifted in the air. Duvall has this one sized up. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double. 2 outs, base is empty. Rip to third. Gets it to first.
He's out.
That ends the frame. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. And can't cut into that. 1 out, base is empty.
Now back. First baseman.
And that one hammered back there. See you later.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Money stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. Man at first, nobody out. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And the righty deals. In the dirt. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Feeds to second. Out there. To Walker. And that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Orioles an out away. Jorge Mateo getting ready to hit. This could end it. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back. Out of here. And they're chipping away. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Tyler O'Neill. High ground ball for a base stop. Around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And it's a 1-run game.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
2 outs, runner on first. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. That's the third. Jump throw across his body, and that is the ball game.
Well, one of the goals in the postseason is to split on the road and play very well at home. They did just that with the win today, evening it up at 1-1.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason.
From Daikin Park in Houston, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Houston Astros. So 2 down, Cash Money will hit next. Packed house here at Daikin Park. On a line, base hit. Two outs, runner at first. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
2 on, 2 outs.
1-2.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Double steal. That one to first. Walker fires over to first. That's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Brown back to work. Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And that one finds its way through. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. Man at first, 1 away.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. He'll touch them all. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 3-2. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
So the tying run at second. Ground ball could be two. Henderson to second, throws in the dirt, but he scoops it. Cash Money, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-2. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Base is empty with two away. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take home field advantage right back. They win game 3 to go up 2-1.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Houston Astros. One down. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So digging in, Cash Money. He caught it behind his back. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. One run across in the frame so far here in Game 4 of this ALDS. Double play ball to second. There's one. Throws in the dirt, but he scoops it. And the double play ends the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. 3 innings in the books here in Game 4. It's the Astros 3. Man at first, one away. That one laced to center and a base hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. Second and third, one away. Here in Game 4 of this ALDS. That's towards center. Duvall has this one sized up. Nabs it. Both runners tagging. He'll score the sac fly, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now Jorge Mateo. Money on third with 2 out. Drops one down in front of the plate. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
First and second, no outs. And now, Jorge Mateo. Runners on the move. Puts a bunt down. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. So the tying run at second. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And now the right fielder, Chas McCormick. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Two on, 2 outs. Base hit into center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Time for 2. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter. Joey Bart. Big at bat for him with the tying run in scoring position. Here's Adley Rutschman. Swung on, popped up left side. Diaz under it. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros strand the tying run on base to win.
This team played extremely well to force this.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Baltimore Orioles. All right, just about set to go. And today on the hill, Zach Eflin.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous.
And he can't come up with it. Man at first, Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. There goes the runner in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
They get the tag on him. One out. Runners at first and second. Money was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. That one ripped. Dubon tracks it down for the out.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Second and third, one away. Now a screamer into the outfield. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's 4-0. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cash Money. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Rutschman around third. Relay throw home. He's safe as he gets his hand in. It's 5-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now it's going to be Heston Kjerstad. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in this decisive Game 5. And right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Orioles 5 and the Astros 0. So 2 down, and now it's Christian Walker. Two outs, 2 in scoring position here in the late stages of Game 5. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And the Orioles are moving on to the American League Championship Series.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And pitching in this game, Kyle Bradish.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And down on strikes he goes. That K is his third of the game. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the Mariners 1 and the Orioles nothing. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Now the batter now, Cash Money. Gilbert back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
So here comes Rowdy Tellez.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
To first, might be 2. To second, that's 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. It worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Munoz, 1 strike away from securing game 1. Got him, and that's the ball game. So singy as the numbers show, a great. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on, and now it's Julio Rodriguez. Marlowe leads off first with 1 away. And that one hit to first. Money tossed to second. Back to first. Not in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Second game of the ALCS. And the batter now, Cash Money. And he grounds one to the right side. Polanco tosses to first. One up, one down. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special.
Number 21, Cash Money.
That one hammered center field. That's back. That's long gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 7-2.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Out towards left center. Rodriguez on the move to the alley. Brings it in. And there's one away. Cash Money, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. It's through for a hit. Here comes Rutschman around third. The tag, and he's safe. It's 7-4. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that base.
A swing and a soft liner. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners salvage game 2 here at home to even this series. Money played brilliantly despite the loss.
No question, he was a big contributor for him here. Fantastic effort at the plate, even in defeat.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Seattle Mariners. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. About to get started here. Towing the slab in today's game, Luis Castillo.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Castillo back to work. Swing and a base hit.
He was all over that one. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And next for the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Gone. He sends it out of here. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Liner saved it first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Runner at second here, one gone. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they add to the lead. It's 5-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Runner on at first with one gone. Cash Money digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Grounder might be two. Over to Polanco. They get one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Orioles 5 and the Mariners 1. Runner at first with 2 away. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
The Mariners down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles get back in the series with a crucial road win in Game 3.
This team obviously needed to win this game. Down 2-0 in the series. You go down 3-0, players start packing their bags. They know that they're headed home. But they came out focused on the task at hand, got the job done. A win in the next game. All of a sudden, we've got a new series.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
5-1 is how it ends as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. We're here in Seattle. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Seattle Mariners. So digging in, cash money. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. And the postseason success continues for him.
Wastes no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. But there's no play. That's an infield single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting. Now the bases loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Base hit. 1 run in already. Now the second run is in. It's 3-zip.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
1 out, base is empty. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A gigantic blast. It's 8-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 10-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And next for the Orioles, cash money. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Cowser around 3rd. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Orioles 11 and the Mariners nothing. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. 2 down, nobody on. Late here in game 4. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved.
Game 5 of the ALCS. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Cash Money. Kirby back to work. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Heston Kjerstad now at the plate. And the right-hander deals. In the dirt, blocked. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. That's his third home run of the series. It's 2-0.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with a home run. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. That's his 5th homer of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Cash Money. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He was all over that one. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Here's the center fielder, Heston Kjerstad. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, no outs. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Check on the runner. Dives back, and he's out. He's out. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And gone! Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 7-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. Bautista back to work. And a swing and a line drive into right field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take a 3-2 series lead back home. Money really stood out in this win. 4 hits, 2 of them leaving the yard.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. With Game 6 in front of us, it's an elimination game on one side, but this series feels like it could go either way.
You know, Mooch, some of the greatest games in baseball history have been at Game 6, so I'm fired up for this one. And clearly, being at home with a 3-2 lead in the series is a huge advantage, but it's far from a guarantee. They've still got to go out there, handle their business, and not let this get to a Game 7.
And the odds are obviously against any team trying to win a Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. But it does happen. They don't consider this series over by any means. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes.
Oh, that got him on the mound. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out. The inning is over. And now the first baseman, Cash Money. Popped in the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. No outs. Runners at first and third. Ripped into center, base hit. Runner from third into score. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. We often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Squeezes it. Runner tagging from first. First and second, one out. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Back to right. Marlowe settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 down. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Slow ground ball to the right side. He'll do it himself. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied 1-1. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. 0-2 now. And he's out at the plate. And that is that. 2 left on. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Mariners 1. 1 out, base is empty. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. That one ripped. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. That's his 7th home run of the series. And they add to their lead. It's 3-1. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And boom, if he goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. With the tying run at the plate, we're here in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. This one in the air. Money. And the Orioles have done it. They are your American League champions.
Congratulations to the American League champions. These players have worked hard all season long, and their hard work has paid off. Now, off to the World Series. This team can.
From my partner, Chris Singleton, and our entire outstanding crew, thank you for watching the American League Championship Series on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Baltimore Orioles. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Zach Eflin.
He touched the ninth inning his last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but he did get the W. They'd love to see him pitch deep into this one again.
Finds his way through, base hit. Corner headed for the plate. He will score, and the Cubs take the lead. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. One down. Cash money, the next to hit for the Orioles. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That one is absolutely belted. On the move, heading back. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Oh, it's gone. It bounced off him and over the wall. And that's how they take the lead. It's 5-2. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
To short, could be 2. Here's Mateo for 1. Throw skips in, and a pick at first. Double play ends the inning. No damage done. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 5 and the Cubs 2. 2 out, space is empty. Money launched a homer in his most recent game. Jumps, but it's off his glove. And he'll be safe at first. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There can be some luck involved, so you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
swings here and blasts one left field. Happ ranging back on it. Way back there and gone. They'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 8-4. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Base is empty with 2 away. And into the box for Baltimore, Cash Money. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the World Series. That smash towards center. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Orioles 8 and the Cubs 5. So 2 down, in Happ up to hit. One strike away from securing game 1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. 2-1 now, 2 aboard. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over. Money was a big contributor for them in the win.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
And a final 8-7. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Just about to get started. And pitching in this game, Kyle Bradish. What do you have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. The tag at third, and he's out. Game 2 of the World Series. And now the first baseman, Cash Money. Brown back to work. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's 3-1. And the streak is alive. He's homered now. It's 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
1 run across in the frame so far here in Game 2 of the World Series. To the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. 2 outs, base is empty. Money turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
That's in for a strike. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Fires over to first, and that is that. 3 up. Man at first, 1 away.
The first baseman.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Fouled off left side. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around second is Rutschman. Relay to third. In there safely. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Heston Kjerstad will hit next. There goes the runner. Oh, great stop. They score a run thanks to the infield single.
Picks himself up at RBI. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. With the tying run at the plate here in the late stages of Game 2. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. Around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-5 now.
These guys are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, and they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Jansen is just 1 strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs secure a big road win in Game 2. They even up the series before heading home. Money was a real bright spot despite the loss. 2 hits, including that long ball.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
11-6 the final in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. So, almost ready to get underway and getting to start. Jamison Taillon, what should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
John Birdie at the plate. And a base hit. Horner flies around third. He'll score easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. 2 outs, nobody out. Cash money, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 1-1. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tie in some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. He'll score and then tie it. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. No outs. Runner on second. That one ripped. Tucker going back. And it one-hops the wall. Run comes in from second. It's 3-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
In the dirt. Man at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground, Birdie. Tags the runner for 1. 2 on, 1 out. Dansby Swanson stands in. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground to second, might be 2. Tags the runner for 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4. It's the Orioles 3 and the Cubs 2. World Series Game 3. And here's the first baseman, Cash Money. Assad back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Cash Money. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. And that one's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 6-3. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
To the right side. Money over to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So, runner at second, 2 down. John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. The Cubs down to their final strike. Money. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Game threes are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
6-3 our final score as the here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. So, almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Justin Steele.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches.
Whip back to the mound, and that got him. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play. Base is empty, one away. Cash Money, the next to hit for the Orioles. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
And it goes just foul. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He'll circle the bases. That's his 5th homer of the series. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
2 outs, base is empty. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Tucker makes the grab, and that is that. Two outs, base is empty. And now Ian Happ looking to get the tying run on base. This one popped up. Rutschman in position, and he's got it. Ball game, and the Orioles take a big 3-1 lead here in the series.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Cody Poteet. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. fire up the dugout. His 6th of the series, and they add on. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Money with a homer in his last game. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 8 and the Cubs nothing. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. In the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong snags it for the second out. So 2 down and into the box for Baltimore. Cash Money. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike. Yo, 1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. O'Neill flies around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends. So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. And the right-hander's 3-1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Coming home. He'll score. To third, tag, got him. That ends the inning. 2 outs, base is empty. Cash Money, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered in this game. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Throws to first, and the inning is over. First and second, 2 down. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Baker is just 1 strike away. Line drive. And that's it. They are World Series champions.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew. I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.